Welcome to episode 4 of HK Monaro GTS 327 Picardy Red Monaro build. In this episode we'll run you through where we are with this car. Made a little bit of progress, been away for the last couple of weeks chasing parts, so not much has happened in the workshop, but we're back onto the car now. So we'll be able to give you a bit of a rundown on what stage we're at and where we're going to head in the future next couple of weeks. So we'll just have a quick look here. We've started to mock up the gearbox and the motor. The 327 engine's been painted. We've got just set up the carby there temporarily. Some painted correct Chevy orange for this particular engine. There was a few different colour shades on these engines, ones that were a little bit more red, but this was the original colour of this particular motor, so we sprayed it again. Chevy orange was very close, so that's all we had to do. Plugged all the holes and painted it. This particular car's got roller rockers, so to put the original rocker covers back on, we'll have to make up some spaces. Otherwise we'll have to put aftermarket rocker covers on, which is probably not going to happen. Those ones are just there temporarily so we could paint the car. Over here, today we'll set the engine up onto this tyre, and then we'll start to put the pressure plate on, assemble the clutch, get the bell housing on the gearbox, and put the assembly together so we can put it in the car all in one piece. So over here we can see under the engine bay, the only thing we've done is we've set up the engine mounts. So the engine mount spacers, tall one on the driver's side and the shorter one on the passenger side, which they did in the factory to level out the motor. So that's all ready to go. The cross member's ready to go, so we'll just slide that in. I've got the front end pulled apart here so the motor goes in. We've just got to pop the bonnet off and in we go. So the last bit of progress on this car was to get the rear quarter windows in. They work quite well. I found following the manual procedure was not the best. The best way to put these together is with two sets of hands. Put the window regulator into the cavity, slide the glass into the cavity, get your window stopper on the actual window regulator, and then slide your glass onto the regulator and then bolt it to the body. And that worked quite well. There's plenty of room to do that in there. Then you've got to do all your finer adjustments and make sure before you put your door trims on that you put a bit of Loctite on each of the threads for the adjusters so they don't rattle loose while you're driving, and that's it. So we'll start on the put the front vent windows in and the passenger and driver's side glass. I haven't put the stainless window reveal mould in that goes all the way around here. That's actually corked to the body. I want to get that in after all the glass is in, adjust all the glass up to it, figure out exactly where that's going to sit, and then take it off, cork it, and then screw it into the correct position where the best adjustment is. And it should all fit quite nicely once the rubber seal's put in. Over here we can see we've restored the vent windows. Just got to get the pillars onto them. They're all restored and re-chromed. So that's the pillar irons that go up the side here for the pillarless look. These are all done. The stainless is all polished here. All the chrome's been redone, and the new rubbers. It's all been restored, so they're like new, ready to go on. Same goes for this glass over here. We've polished all the glass. It's pretty easy to do. You just buy a cheap kit. They're normally watchmakers polishing kits. They work very well. There's all different grits of paper in there, so you can sand all the scratches out of your glass, finish it off with the polishing powder, and they come up like new. If your scratches are really deep, you'll get some deflection in the glass, but it works really well. We've just silver galved these. The galvanizing was really good on these frames here, on the runners, so we didn't bother. We just put new rubbers in them, put them back together, silver galved them, and they're ready to go in. So that's all done. On the actual car here at the back, we've put the bumper bar on. That's all been re-chromed. Got that all set up and fitting nicely, nice and straight. Got the margins correct on it. In the boot here, I've got the boot light all adjusted in position. The tail light wiring is being assembled now. This is an Auto Creations harness. They look exactly the same. You can send him your original your sockets and all that kind of thing, and then he'll replace all the wiring, or he makes a lot of these sockets again as reproduction. They're exact copies. I'm really happy with this kit. Everything works perfectly, everything fits perfectly. The number plate lights in there, you can see that, so that's also finished. So you just need to finish off the wiring. So that's about it. So hopefully next time we see this car, the motor will be in, all the exhaust is ready to go, so we should be able to bolt that in and kick the car off. Thanks for watching.